We're going to call this one the bounce back, and I've just had a exciting message as a reseller. If you are a reseller, you will know why I'm excited about this. I'm going to pick some orders now, and then I'm going to show you what the text message was. Welcome back. Cold today. In fact, it's freezing in this garage here, so I'm going to be super fast. I don't want to mess about with picking orders. Anyway, yesterday for me was my best sales day of the year, but that was expected because I did last Tuesday put 100 items on a 99p auction. These are items in my store that were under $9.99 and had been sitting there for at least 3 months. So I took loads of them out, put them onto an auction, loads of them sold, loads of them didn't. I'm probably going to run them for one more week on 99p, then take them out of the store completely. Anyway, so my sales day yesterday was a grand total of £411 and 12 pence, which is, as I said, the best day of the year for me, so super excited. But the hard work begins now. If you haven't seen it, I talked in my last video about the struggles I'm facing in my eBay business and how this is do or die for me this year. And that was a serious video, and I appreciate every single person who has messaged me on Instagram, who has commented on the video, who has gave advice. I even appreciate the person who told me I'm rubbish and I need to just quit and go back to work. Appreciate all of you and thank you for watching. Anyway, today I've got to pack these orders. We're going to do a bit of a day in the life episode. Need to pack the orders, need to go and do something. I'm going to show you a message in a minute that was super exciting this morning. Then I need to go and list some items. Then I need to do some YouTube stuff. I need to create a thumbnail for the crime channel. I've got lots going on today. I'm going to talk a little bit today about some of the changes I'm making in the business. That is going to help me, first of all, stay in this job, which I love. Secondly, it's going to make me more money, which is why we do it for. So anyway, let's get to picking the orders. I'm not going to show you the picking of the orders today, just because there's 30 orders, and it will take quite a while for me to pick and show you. But I'm going to pick them orders now. I'm going to head back. I'm going to talk to you about the text message. So here we are, all the orders are packed up. I put these in a separate IKEA bag because these are all going to one customer. They brought lots of pairs of jeans, a few other bits as well. Might be another reseller, which is fair enough if they are. Hope you do well from that. And this is all the other stuff. I sold one of these hats here for 99p, nothing special. And just loads of cheaper stuff moving from the store, but it's all added up. Oh, it's a bit warmer in here, but still cold. Anyway, I'm now on my way to pick up vinted orders. Here's the text message. Loads of vinted orders have dropped at the lockers. I'm super excited by this stuff because all of this stuff here, without fail, hits my metric goal. And I'm hoping a couple of bangers have arrived. There is a couple on the way. So, yeah. Going to go now to lockers, going to collect the orders. I'm going to show you a little hack when it comes to the Impost lockers as well. So we've arrived at lockers, and I'm going to show you a little hack when it comes to collecting parcels, how it's so much quicker. Anyway, first things first, you need to download the Impost app onto your phone, so the Impost UK app. And then when we click on there, it actually brings up all of your orders from wherever you bought stuff from the Impost lockers. There are quite a few to collect, and to make life easier, all you need to do is click on this one here, and you can either scan this code or press this button at the top here. Open a compartment. Game changing. You don't have to touch this disgusting screen anymore. Parcel straight into the trusty IKEA bag. Shut the locker up. Click I'm done on the phone. It says it's been delivered. Go back. And repeat the process. How much time is that going to save you guys? Alright, all the parcels are packed. Bit of a mess behind me. The plan today, let me just show you, is to tidy up the shed a little bit. Because a nice clean space for me makes me super productive. But anyway, what I thought I'd do now is I will just show you guys what came through from Vinted, a few parcels to open, and I'm going to flash up some comps. I'm going to do a bit more of this to keep myself accountable and to kind of put it out to the universe that I'm picking up better items that are going to sell quicker and are going to make me more money effectively, and that's the plan. What I'm also going to show you is on the screen how I keep track to make sure that when I'm buying things online, it's going to hit my metrics. And there's a really good free calculator you can use. So I'm going to screen share shortly. I'm going to show you that. So what I'm going to do here is open up the Vinted orders. Now, this is going to be in no particular order. I do not remember what is in these parcels because I ordered quite a bit over the weekend. So let's get cracking. And what I'm going to do is flash up some comps to show you guys what things are potentially going to sell for. Rip this one open here. Trying to make less mess in the shed because I need to tidy up, as I say. Alright, so next up here, this was cheap, and this is why I got it. And sometimes buying cheap is not the way, but this is a North Face zip jacket here. As you can see, the North Face logo on the front there has a bit of peeling here, which they described on the listing itself. Let me just do the legit checks to make sure it's legit. Yeah, so it's got the holographic label there and the inside label there. But North Face for me sells through really quick, so although I might not hit the £15 profit on that one necessarily, it might only be a £10 profit, I know it's going to turn around really quick, which I'm okay with. You know, with stuff that can fly within a couple of days if priced correctly, I'm okay to take a little bit less because it works on averages. Next up we have, oh, this was a cool one. Yeah, it's a Derby County football shirt here. Long sleeve, which was what made me buy it because this definitely hits the metrics. This is from 2010, shows on that tag there, and it's a good size as well. So I think it is XL or 2XL. I think it might be 2XL, and I'll flash up some comps to show you what that goes for. Next one, I think this might be another football shirt. Yes, so this again was a Brentford football shirt. This is from an older season. Let me just turn the phone on silent. Again, from 2013. So with these Adidas tops here, that's a good sign. If you can find, especially on the older ones, this label just on the inside of the neck here, that's a good sign. And then just do your normal checks on the tags inside, etc., to make sure. But yeah, an older style Brentford one, good condition for its age, to be fair. And again, size wise, a 2XL, so a big size on that one. It's not all football shirts, I promise. We are mixing it up a bit. As he pulls out another football shirt. Now, this one here, I'm going to show you first because I'm not sure whether this has got a name on the back, because it had the Premier League badges, but it only had a front photo, so you would have seen before me. So let's switch around. No name. I was intrigued to see whether it did. But anyway, we've got a Crystal Palace, again long sleeved, and this size here is an XL. So again, a good size long sleeve one with the Premier League badges, which will add a little bit of value to that as well. That's a shame. If it would have had a name on the back, the value would have gone up even further, but still hitting them desired metrics. Okay, next up we have a Nike Tech Fleece. Love selling these, they sell really quick. So just to show you there, what size are we? It's a medium size, but these fly. If priced correctly, for me, these go really quick. So just do the checks on the label. With Nike, that label there, that code is what you want to be checking. So I'll check that to make sure it all is legit. I think they actually put the picture of the code on the listing though, so I've already pre-checked that. And the final one we have to open today, and this is typical Vinted. If you've never bought from Vinted before, don't be shocked when things arrive in the worst packaging. Tesco carrier bag packaging is the norm. And this is quite funny because they've done that, and then they've actually, to be fair to them, spent a little bit of time wrapping it in some tissue paper, which is cool. Oh, okay. I am super excited by this one. Okay. This is a good one. We have... I'll show you the tag first of all. We'll do it slowly. Show you the tag first of all. Just a USA tag. Have a guess what it is? You'll know now. Batman. Now what's good about this Batman here is this. Let me just get that a little bit there. This licensing here, I'll try and get the camera to focus, it should focus. This licensing here at the bottom is what I was looking for when I saw the T. And if I get it right close to the screen, you will see there all the licensing with the date of 1989. I'll flash up some potential comps for this one. It's a size large. It looks in great condition for the age. The print is in really nice condition. But that I'm going to call a grail. Okay, so I'm super impressed with that. Okay, the hat's gone on because it's still cold down here, but the listing's alive and today's value is pretty good. So the total came to £742.84 for 15 items. So if I divide that by 15, it makes it an average of £49.52 per item. Now what really helped with that listing is the Batman t-shirt, the one I spoke about that is worth good money. Other highlights, the Crystal Palace shirt should get good money for that, same as the Brentford shirt and the Derby shirt. So the football shirts have been winners. The North Face has some damage on it, not just the North Face logo peeling off. It had a rip on the inside of the neck and a stain on the front. So I've gone back to the person who I brought it from on Vinted to ask for a refund on that one. That might be going back. If they do not authorise a refund, I might just list it as it is, probably for about 20 quid. It cost me £3 plus post, to give you an idea. So anyway, that's that part done. What I'm going to do is show you quickly now what I've been using a lot more, the eBay sales calculator, to actually work out these averages to make sure that I'm not making mistakes, especially when sourcing online. So I'm going to screen share now and show you exactly that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is show you now exactly how I work out my numbers to work out whether something is worth buying. I've been using this a lot more recently because I'm trying to get to know my numbers a little bit more, but let's get cracking. So I just go onto Google and I type in the eBay sales calculator and I select the UK one here. And this top link here, the eBay fees calculator, is the one I have been using. And let me just take out all of this information so we can start from scratch. So if I just remove all this, and I can run through step by step exactly what you need to be doing. So this calculator here, as I say, is good for you to work out. I'm finding it super helpful when I'm sourcing online because I'm in front of the computer and I can make sure it matches up. Also, you get used to certain prices and so you know if you can spend the money. So first things first, if I put in my shipping charge, so I charge for shipping and that is at £3.99, but the shipping cost to me is actually £2, I think it's £2.98 on every, 97 on every, we'll put £2.98 to be safe. So I do make a little bit on the shipping charge to the customer because I take into account as well with regards to the packaging fees, time, etc. And over the course of the year, if you are making an extra 50, 60p per item, quickly adds up. Anyway, the rest of the information I fill in. So I go to seller type and I'm a business seller and I am top rated. I promote now at 7% and I use a 7% dynamic rate. So some items will sell at promoted rate 7%, some will be less, some will not be promoted at all. But I work out with this maths here the worst case scenario. I'm not VAT registered at the moment and I am concentrating today on clothing, but as you can see there is all the eBay categories here. But if I just select clothing for today and clothing, shoes and accessories subcategory, I'm everything else because I'm not doing trainers or baby clothes. So for instance, on Vinted, I think it's £8, I'm going to say £8.98 all in. So if you buy something for £5 on Vinted, you pay post. It comes to around £8.98 all in. And the sold price, what I'm looking for to make a minimum of £15 profit, this is where I work it out. So £8.98. If, for instance, I sold the item for £15, with everything else here, I make £2.31 profit. So let's bump it up. Let's go to £25 and see what that makes. So that makes me £10 and 2 pence profit. So if I'm working on profit margins for a minimum of 15 is what I try and aim for, but I will accept 10 if it's a quicker sell through. We are looking, if I'm paying £8.98, I need to sell the item for £25 to take into account the fact I'm offering the promoted rate at 7%. So I look at this now and feel to myself, when I'm spending £8.98, for me, if I was to list something up for £30, we're getting closer to the £15 minimum I'm looking for. Remember, this is all based on averages. So I think the sweet spot, if I remember right, is £31.50, which gets me £15 and 3 pence profit on the item. So do keep in mind, if you're listing for £31.50, you then can't accept offers, you then can't have a coupon on there. So I try at the moment to aim for that. So I try and aim for 35, £8.98 into 35 is what I'm aiming for, which gives me a £17.72 profit, and then leaves a little bit of margin there for offers, coupons, etc. But if I was to try and get that up to £20, I would have to get closer. I think it's to 38. There we are, £38 on the sold price to make it £20 and 3 pence. If I wasn't promoting at all, that's 24.27. But I'm happy to give away that 7% to get the sale ahead of people who maybe aren't promoting or maybe not promoting as high. And the great thing is, it breaks down all your fees down the bottom here. So it gives you a really good idea to where all your money is going to. So I would say for anyone using this tool, play around with it. So have a go, play around with it, type in numbers, because it's not always £8.98. You know, it might be you pay £10 at the car boot, and you might be selling it for 25, and you can kind of work out that actually, is it worth your time? And this is the mistake I've made for quite a while, I feel. I've been selling stuff thinking I'm making all this profit, where even that whole 10 into 25 on paper looks like an okay sale. When you're only making £9 and you're constantly doing that, that's where I've probably come to this situation. Okay, just back from the parcel shop, all the parcels dropped off. Now it's time to go sourcing. So I'm going to aim for 10 items today as a minimum on Vinted. And I'm also going to do it while walking on the treadmill. So get some steps in today. Then I'm going to go off to the gym. I'm going to do a 10k run today, continue the marathon training. And then I'm going to chill out this evening. So what else have we got to do? Oh, a thumbnail. I've got to do a thumbnail for this video that you are watching right now. I've got to do a thumbnail for the true crime episode that will be coming out again on Sunday. So appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. The comeback has began. I'm going to be making loads of errors probably throughout, but you guys are going to follow the journey throughout the year. So I appreciate you all, and I will see you very, very, very soon.